Hi guys, today we're going to talk about photography and videography business. Of course, this is what I love most because this is my business. Now, we're talking about photography. I know a lot of people who think photography they don't know what it is. They just feel like, of course, they see us with cameras and everybody has their own, business. But I've had a lot of people who knew me. They knew me through my job, photography, videography. And I started this in 2007, professionally 2010. This is 16 years gone already. And I would say a lot of people are stepping into photography today. A lot of photographers are out there today making a very good living from photography. And I've seen a lot of people also who wants to get into photography. They don't have an idea what it takes. And I receive a lot of messages and calls like, Penjo, I want to do photography. Please, what camera can I use? Can I buy? And all of that. Yeah, it's good to start small, no matter how it is. And many, you see somebody with money. Yeah, they have a lot of money to buy equipment, but they don't know which equipment to buy. They want to do photography. So I'll always advise them, photography is not like it's not like a business where you just take money and you invest. Photography is something that is with passion. You have to be passionate about photography. Passionate about photography is like you're having your phone and you are so loving your phone so much. Maybe because of the camera, maybe because of whatever. But cameras, I think photography, for me, for example, I loved photography. I started photography because I was doing a community project where I decided to be doing my reports using videos and pictures. I never knew anything about photography that time. And till today, I've never gone to a photography or videography school to study. Everything I know today, I learned by myself. YouTube and, through online. I go to YouTube especially. So I would say if you do not have passion for what you want to do, be it photography or any business, it's not going to work. So I always advise these people or the younger generation or people who want to do photography, you will not just get in and start doing photography or get up one day and start doing photography. You have to be passionate. If you're not passionate, of course, there's something that will push you. I think when you look at pictures and you love them and you want to take them, you start being passionate. And secondly, once you're passionate, you will realize that even with your phone, you are taking pictures. When you do that, I believe that gradually you are getting into that passion. And of course, I started with a very small camera. I used Canon for so many years, and I just changed into Sony. That was 3 years ago when I bought my first Sony. And, throughout my time as a photographer, I have made a good living and I'm making a good living from it. But like I said, there are people who, when they see you looking good or making money, I've had a lot of people who would want to just invest money in photography and thinking they will find somebody to work in their business. But it's a big mistake. Like I said, photography should be passion first. And you should know that it's a creative world, right? It's a creative world because you cannot just be taking pictures because you want to make money. It's about storytelling. Photos, videos is all about storytelling. Every picture that I take, sometimes I will see a lot with my eyes without having the camera, and I would just feel bad because the camera is not there. But I use my phone more. When I'm out, I'm not going for a walk, I'm just moving. If you're that person that anytime you see anything or something, you're picturing how you can take a picture of it. That's how it starts. So making business out of photography, I've trained a lot of Cameroonians into photography who are doing very well today, and they're having their businesses. They're making a living out of photography and videography. So these are things that makes me proud and makes me happy. This pride is not, anyhow, but it is full of joy and full of happiness, because when you see somebody that you trained and inspired who are doing so well today, it can only make you happy, right? And I'm encouraging them simply because I believe they are also, passing on the knowledge to other people. Because our world of business, this photography, there's no way you want to work alone. That's why you have to train more people around you. Why? When I have a job, there's no way I will shoot alone. I have a team. And this team are people that, I inspired them, I trained them, they started their business, I called them for work. We work together, and that's how it happens. If you are not that kind of person as a photographer, I'm sure you are stingy. I call it stingy simply because there are things you can never do alone. You cannot cover a wedding alone. You cannot do any event alone. So you have to have a team. And a team, to me, I would have loved to say I would train people to work under me directly. But you will not be doing those people any good if you are not that kind of person who have studio or have work every day. This is our job. It's business, but it's stressful when the moment we have periods that we are very good, we are very okay with the jobs that are coming. We have periods that you will stay for months without having a job. So when you have jobs, you have to call other people. When they have jobs, they call you. So if you are just alone, just know there will be a time when you would not have jobs. And if you are working with other people, now they will have their own, they'll call you to work with them. Before you know it, you'll be busy. So I'm just giving this heads up because I know that there are so many people out there who will want to do photography and who are doing photography and want to learn more. Do not wait for anybody to come and teach you a lot that you want to know. Secondly, you should know that there's nobody who owes you. There are some people, when they come to you to help them do something, and maybe you are busy or you can't do it at that time, they will feel like you're not a nice person. But I'm saying nobody owes you, as in, if you think you want to learn something and you ask somebody to teach you that thing, and the person maybe is busy or is not doing it, there's no room for you to be like, this person is a bad person. You only have to find your way. If you don't find your way, nobody will find it for you. So I would always encourage people who decide to learn, further their studies about photography or what they're doing online. Online is a free world for us to learn what we want to do in life. Everything. It's not just photography. Everything. I've been learning about AI. I've been learning a lot about editing. I've learned all those things. But AI, I've talked about it with friends and they feel like this is something that they cannot do. But I decided to learn. And this learning is still YouTube. It's a lot. It's all free there. So if you put yourself and you give yourself a task to do 1, 2, 3, 4, you realize that you become the best of it. And nobody would stand you. Nobody would impose on you. Nobody would, And I would just say, this AI that I keep talking about is not something that we are living today. It's coming to stay. It has come to stay. So whatever we're doing today as business persons, we should try to learn how to use it so that it can help us. There are so many people who are doing, they are the fashion designers, there are everybody is involved when it comes to AI. Some are using AI for fun, it's still their own. But I would say if you go deeper and you know what you can gain from there, you find your way there and you will make money. There are a lot of people who are creating stuff using AI and then selling it. Stuff as in applications, programs, videos, all of that, you name them. Even they're building websites today, they're using AI. So I would say photography, right? It doesn't go without AI now. Business, especially when you come to editing. Keep that aside. Back to photography business. Like I was saying, you need money, of course, when you know that you want to get into the photography business professionally. That's when you know that you will need money, you will need good equipment to buy you need to buy these things so that you can, so that you can get better jobs and production results. Because no matter how we shoot, how we produce all of these things, if your final results is not the best, which to me, it starts with your quality of camera, your quality of lens, then your computer you are editing with, it should be strong enough. And then what else? There are so many things. So guys, just try to be yourself and try to learn. Always keep learning, because learning will never stop. As a photographer today, I'm still learning a lot of things. I'm still learning because they keep coming anyways. You cannot say, I'm done, I can't learn again. Because today, as we're talking, tomorrow there will be different ways of editing pictures. There will be different cameras coming out. You need to know how to operate them. And you need to know how to, everything is creativity. So the more they are creating equipment, the more you should create your capacity. Create how you edit your work, create how you shoot, create the styles that will make your clients or people wow about your work, And there are so many female photographers, videographers out there that I've seen, and I really feel so happy to see them. And I believe that in the future, we will have so many women who are doing this job very well. And there's nothing that will make you happy than seeing your sister, your wife, your partner, or whosoever, a female, doing photography and being that strong in it. I've seen a lot of them. And anytime I meet them, I'm so proud of them. And they give their respect. I give their respect simply because they are focused on what will help them or what's helping them. And this is all what we need in life. Do what you know will make you happy. Do what you know will put food on your table genuinely. Do not do things that tomorrow they're going to hold you responsible for something that you will have avoided, So guys, let's stop here for now and we'll see you in our next video. Ciao, ciao.